Hello everyone, my name is SiC and welcome back to Factorio. This should be episode 20 and today we are going to be flying to Fulgora. But in the meantime, I have tried to kind of fix or solve this situation up here, but it just basically seems like we don't have enough production of these copper plates that we really need, because everything is kind of emptying out. Well, these are backed up all the way actually, but I don't know, we don't seem to be producing enough to keep the production of the advanced circuits up. Now I have put productivity modules and everything, so every once in a while we'll be producing an extra advanced circuit. So that has increased our production a bit, but technically we could use another one of these production fields over here, because it is the thing that stops us from producing enough blue computer chips as well. So we're going to do that, and then I think we're flying to Fulgora, because it is about time that we go to a new planet. So we're going to copy this for right now, and then we'll paste it over here. We don't need this, we don't need that one, and then we need to figure out our hookup situation, but that is going to be fine, I think. Alright, I set up this extra block. It has enough materials to keep working, and I put these productivity modules in all of them, so every once in a while they spit out another one for free as well. The biggest problem for the rest of these, however, is that we simply don't produce enough copper cables, but I have tried to fix that by upgrading all of these assembly machines to the blue ones, and then, well, actually these ones up here. And I've been putting red productivity modules in here as well for them to create extra products every once in a while. So hopefully what we'll see is, well, it also takes up a lot of extra power, but it's also going to increase the production of our stuff. So let's see. I'm hoping that this is going to help, and eventually it is going to saturate a little bit the stuff that we need. I also hooked up this line of copper cables over here that is being produced up here. I doubled this in size. It only had like these 8 here, I think. Now we have a decent block of stuff that is always producing, and that is being brought over. It's being split here, so it goes onto this belt, which is then being split onto this belt, which is maybe not the most terribly efficient, but you can see that this belt is now filling up, this belt is filling up. Actually, oh, by the time I've been talking, this has fully saturated the lines for the red computer chips. Now, these ones are going down here, and each of these blocks now has its own dedicated belt of red computer chips. Now, it's not enough to have everything producing, sadly, but I think what we'll do is we'll also take out all of these and replace them with red chips. Now this is going to be annoying, but I'll deal with it. It also seems to me that we need a dedicated belt of green for each, so we'll try to set that up next, I suppose. Because yeah, this is an ongoing problem, so we'll have this come in from the side there, and then I'm thinking that I could probably extend this belt right there. I don't know if I should be able to make it underneath here, because we can end up there and then just go underneath this one. And I don't know how the production of this is going to keep up, because yeah, this is probably going to drain. It is already being refilled from here as well, and this is being split over there, so it's not terribly effective. But I guess another side benefit is, of course, like this one now produces really fast, but because it is producing really fast, the resource drain is also really fast. So if I replace all of these blue ones with red ones, I think that would be beneficial in fact. And it's going to be super annoying, and I'm not sure why we don't have these machines here. Oh, I know why, because here we couldn't get... I wanted it to be even, because we have the robot port here. I cannot grab the copper cables. That's what's going on. Meanwhile, the density structure productivity has finished, and we can research something more interesting, like artillery. Yes, maybe we're not even making it off the planet again today, because artillery is our best friend. It's going to, or maybe actually let's research Fulgora first, just because we can. We should. Yeah, I'm going to have to deal with this, and it's going to be super annoying, because I don't think that there's a faster way of getting rid of these. So I'll just have to do it by hand. Well, I kind of changed my mind. Artillery is going to take a long time to set up, and honestly, we are not under too much pressure here. Like, we get attacked. We deal with those attacks. I put flamethrower turrets along all of these walls as well. Over here, everything is going to be replaced and repaired, and I have some backup laser turrets in place as well. I did that basically almost everywhere that yeah, is under threat the most. So I think we're okay. I think we can leave the planet. The problem with the computer chips is not fully solved, but we are still waiting for some of these modules to be put into place. And that is going to be nice, because every once in a while it's going to produce an extra thing. But now apparently, now the iron plate production is not keeping up anymore. And so there's always something, you know. But I think over time this is going to back up more or less. But yeah, computer chips, huge resource sink in this game. Absolutely. It's massive. The logistics behind it are kind of crazy. But anyway, it doesn't matter. We are going to... come on, really? I have to get rid of these two as well? Okay. Too bad. Alright, so let's travel to a space platform, the Fulgora rocket. Fulgora has been researched, so we can travel to there immediately, and then we're going to start a new adventure. Well, I'm waiting for some more things to be brought up into the space platform so that we can have a running start in the new location. But in the meantime, artillery has finished researching, so we can research something else. Cliff explosives would be very nice, but we're not going to be doing too much of that at the moment. Asteroid reprocessing, however, could be interesting. So we're going to start researching that, and then we'll do artillery shell range 1. How much? It requires 1,000 of everything. That is significant. That is a lot. However, yeah, really long range artillery plus 30%. Wow. Let's queue it up, because that is really, really good. And I want to have artillery all around our base. What is going on? We requested 250, and I guess we had some to spare or whatever. I don't know. But yeah, this one, the Vulcanus rocket, is now fully automated and going back and forth as needed and as required, because these circuits, they work out perfectly. Like, they're lower than 6.5K right now, but that is of course to be expected. Once it reaches, now it is at Vulcanus, and now it shouldn't leave here again until we are at 10K minimum. So this is slowly going to be building up again. It's also waiting for the cargo, of course. But yeah, this shouldn't leave until it is back up to 10K. Which is perfect, because then we know for sure that this platform is always going to make it. But yeah, the space science is still going strong. It's nice. We have more than enough, and then we'll just wait for this to finish being brought up here, and then we'll go back. Or not go back, we're going to Fulgora. Well, we have arrived, so we're going to drop down to the planet. But there's a lot of debris out here. A lot. And it's kind of concerning, because I think in some planets, some locations, you can actually have them coming from multiple directions, so this ship might get damaged from the top there. Anyway, I don't know why this dropped down. I guess because we had too much in the rockets. But it doesn't matter, we're going to dump all of these things overboard. Or, well, perhaps maybe not all of them, but we'll do with these, and those other things we don't need. We don't need gun turrets here. And if you're wondering why there's no achievement popping up, this is because I have recently also gotten to this planet with my friend in co-op multiplayer, but we haven't played that much of it yet. Now, as you can see, this has an entirely different vibe to it. This is almost Mars-like, you know, like the red sandstones. But what is really cool about this is that we are basically working with tiny islands here. So we have this elevated area, and this is the only space that we can build. Over here is quicksand and oil. And basically all of this we cannot build on. So we need to make a little factory here, little factory there, and so on. Also, you may notice the lightning, and the lightning only happens at night. And yeah, of course it damages us. So if I'm standing out here, you can see this symbol. Because I'm unprotected, I could be hit by lightning. But if I'm standing here next to a Fulgora lightning attractor, I am safe because this attracts the lightning. And this is a huge part of how we generate power, is through not the Fulgora lightning attractor, but through a similar thing that we can learn to build ourselves. Now, every island should probably have something like this, but this one apparently does not. However, this is a Fulgora fault rune. We find it immediately. I don't know how many there are on the planet, but we need to dig this up to unlock the technology on this planet. So, yeah, there we go. Let's dig it up. With that, we have the technology recycling unlocked, and then we need to figure out, I think I see a lot of terrain up to the north, so let's see if we can find a decent starting spot. Because big islands are kind of rare. But this one seems to fit the bill quite well. We are going to dig up some other rocks here that are unique to this territory, which is called Fulgorite. As you can see, we get stone from it, but we also get holmium ore, so it's a different ore type. Now, we are going to have... No, I don't need that, I think. We need to dig up ruins to get most of our starting materials. But what is interesting, you can see at the top right, we have scrap, we have stone, we have steel, gear wheels, copper cables and sticks coming out of this big Fulgoran ruin. And what Fulgora does is it turns the whole production chain up on its head. So we start mining actually high-level materials. And it gets even better because, let's see, wow, all of this stuff wants to be, alright, hold on, basic resources, blah, blah, like that. And then none of this should be in my trash slots, I think. Oh, well, we have too much because I request more. Anyway, it doesn't matter. We have a small Fulgoran ruin. There's no lightning attractor here, is that the case? Oh, there's one up here actually. Alright, so we need to make sure that we don't mine that one. That is an issue. But we have now unlocked the lightning rod. For that we need stone bricks, which we don't have. We have unlocked the recycler. We can make scrap or do scrap recycling by hand, which we are going to do, which is really, really fast. You can see it at the bottom left. But for that, we have for every scrap we recycle, we have 20% chance to get an iron gear wheel, 7% chance of solid fuel, and then returning values for concrete, ice, steel plates, batteries, stone, advanced circuits, copper cables, processing units, so the blue computer chips, low density structures, and holmium ore. Now we just unlocked holmium solution and holmium plates. I haven't even touched those yet. Now we have metallic asteroid reprocessing, which is a different research. So this is the crushing and this is the reprocessing, which is something we can do on another spaceship, I guess, when we design something new. I also unlocked the artillery turret, which requires tungsten plates now, so we should probably build this on Vulcanus. Anyway, we're going to continue digging up some of these ruins because I need scrap for building materials. Now, before we can start doing anything with gathering power and powering some of our things that we need, we are going to need to make some lightning rods, but for that we need stone bricks. So I have made a few stone furnaces. I guess we'll just make 5 right now. That will be fine. We have solid fuel, which we can use. And then we'll put stone in there. And then we'll continue mining for a bit, because we still need to get... Well, anyway, at some point we need to get rid of these things. So that's absolutely fine. Ooh, we should not have destroyed that one, but I guess these ones still support each other and we're still safe. Yeah, it's super easy because you're just mining ruins and then you take out the wrong thing, you know. It's not nice. I made some lightning collectors, and with that we can now protect more and more parts of the island. So, also I have made my first recycler, which we are also going to need. We'll just put it down right there, but we of course need power. And this is a very temporary solution, and this reminds me, I actually should have brought some big electrical poles, but we can actually make them from scratch from all the scrap that we've gotten. But yeah, we need the recycler because we need to build some other things. Like I need to store power, we need accumulators. And for that I need iron plates. Now we get batteries from the ruins, but we don't get iron plates. We do get iron gear wheels, so I want to recycle some of these things. We'll get a steel chest. We'll put this here, and then we'll put some iron gear wheels in here. But yeah, we only get power when lightning hits this thing. It's a very sudden burst of enormous energy, but because we don't store it, it also dissipates immediately. So that is why we don't have anything good running right now. But look at that. It gets hit and it spits out very quickly a few iron plates. And with that, we can now make a few accumulators. And then we'll have to start making accumulators all over this place. So let's say I will get this thing over here. I will put one of those on the side. And I will make one little block of accumulators. Like so. What little power we have. This is going to be a slow process, but we're going to boot this up over time. So we also, yeah, we want to have all of these connected up, of course. So we're going to put big power poles all over that. So every time this gets hit, that should all feed back into our accumulators, which are, of course, being used up by the substation. And actually this should have been like so. And we'll get rid of that one. And now we have a small amount of storage. I'll make a few more lightning rods, and we'll keep doing this for as long as we need to. And again, now during the day we cannot do anything. Now I could maybe, but we have copper plates, so I need to recycle some other stuff. So I need to recycle advanced circuits into green circuits. That needs to be recycled. Well, actually I could do copper cables, and that should turn into copper plates, and then we can make a few solar panels. However, when we look at the space map, now this is here, we have 100% efficiency from our solar panels. Here, Vulcanus is very close to the sun, and therefore solar power in the atmosphere here has 400% efficiency. Fulgora, however, has a solar power efficiency of only 20%, so it is really, really shit. It's a way to get a little bit of power during the day, and actually we do have a few. So I guess just to kickstart it, I'll put a few in here, just so that we can start making more accumulators more quickly, I suppose. And then we also need to continue digging up ruins, because I need the blue chips to make another recycler. But yeah, it's kind of cool seeing these ruins, man. Like, it makes you wonder who lived here, what their life might have looked like. You see all of these little indications on the ground of, like, I don't know, like a main square or something. It's a very tiny main square, but still, there is some evidence of life. Like, this could have been very tiny aliens. That could have been like half a giant to them, you know? Anyway, artillery shell range is also finished, so this time we research something else. The electromagnetic plant is something we make on this planet, but we need to make holmium plates for that. It's not going to happen anytime soon. I do think we need to do some more projectile damage. Not because I particularly want to, but we still are losing turrets and stuff like that, so we'll invest a little bit more in more technology for that. You know, more power, faster shooting. But I love it. And in the meantime, then we will continue recycling this stuff by hand. And yeah, we'll see. Now, the challenge of Fulgora is twofold, and that is basically we have these recyclers, and they have to recycle a bunch of scrap. So we have to sort all of the shit that these things put out in an efficient manner that doesn't back up, and we need to do so in a limited amount of space. Now, this island is okay, it's rather big, and yeah, we can make that work. And the other challenge, of course, is that we can connect to these islands by train, but they need to do so by elevated rail. But those elevated rails cannot be standing in the oil, just on this this muddy, oily bit over here, but not pure oil. So we need to basically snake our way through all of these lighter areas. And yeah, some of them can be quite difficult. Like here, I'm not going to be able to make that distance, I don't think. That gap is probably too big. Anyway, we need to make a bunch of recyclers. I put these here for now, but I think we have enough basic materials to get started. And I did also put a radar here and a radar up north. I built a couple of mining drills, and yeah, that's the other thing. We need to mine out scrap. We have these scrap fields. So instead of ore, yeah, we have this now, and that is going to go into the recyclers. And we have these little invisible hidden ruins everywhere, which is kind of annoying, but also kind of fun. Anyway, let's see, I can make them over here, and that is all the mining drills that I have for right now. I think these can combine, and maybe we should do that. Actually, let's turn this one up here, and then we'll go like this, and then we'll have put some power poles over here. Alright, so now we have scrap. We have some more scrap over here as well at the top. But we need to make a little loop of recyclers, and I guess we'll do that right about there. Now we need inserters, of course. Alright, so this is going to go up, sideways, and over in this direction. And I'm happy that I brought plenty of these long-handed or fast inserters. They're not long-handed inserters, but this should be nice. And then we'll put these over on this side, but actually they should be a little bit closer, I guess. Oh man, really? Just out of sight, huh? Well, whatever, do it like that. Alright, so these are now outputting, and we need to put them on a belt. So we have an assortment of trash here, and we had a solution for it in our co-op session, but I'm not sure that that is the best way to do it. The first thing is we need to figure out as well, like how much of this how many of these do we want? So we have 7 right now. Let's start with 8, and I will build a loop out from there, I guess. So we'll have this one. We'll go like that. Alright, so what we need to do is we need to build a loop. I don't know how big this needs to be, but we want to have some space over here. And what I was thinking of doing is, yeah, because what we did, we had inserters on the side and putting this into boxes. Eventually, however, those boxes fill up, and I figured this was also a little bit, sometimes these inserters didn't grab them fast enough. We can back this up as well by putting that in the corners, and now we have the full output of the belt. Now what we can do is we can put a filter in here, and this one is going to filter out the iron gear wheels. Alright, and now this is blocking. Filter this one. Alright, put this on the right, and does that work? Why is this difficult? This should not be that difficult. Ugh. I see. It stops here because it's actually like if I soak this up, now it continues. So it's not as difficult as I am making it out to be. It's just yeah, blocking the rest because this doesn't have anywhere to go. So maybe what we had originally was the best way to do it. I don't know. I also need to have a bunch of these inserters, but we need a lot of green circuits for that, and I cannot do that quite yet. Maybe so. We'll do the solution that we had before then. All right. So we had from scrapping a bunch of outcomes. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 different things that we can output. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. All right. We're going to have to filter some things out. Starting with this one. And then basically I'm going to go through the list. The next one will be solid fuel. So we're going to do this in order, simply because, yeah, the top one is going to encounter the most of it, because that is the thing that is produced most. So it needs to go faster or get there earlier than everything else. And then the next one will be concrete. So I'm going to do this, and then I'll be right back. Well, that is all set up, and that should be working. As you can see, however, it is very, very slow. That's because we don't have enough power, because the accumulators are empty. So that is definitely something that we are going to have to prioritize making. And for that we need a few more recyclers. But first, of course, I'll make 2 more accumulators, because I had the ability to do so. We're going to make a recycler, and we're going to have to recycle some gear wheels into iron plates, and then we can have the batteries that we're taking out of here, and we can use those to start making accumulators for us. So we have a recycler, and yeah, like we need to leave space, but we also need to be efficient with the little space that we have. So I have no idea if I'm doing that, if I'm being efficient, I mean. But you know, it's what it is. It's what it is, man. Alright, I guess these ones need to be... but even then it doesn't get close enough. Oh, if I make... well, I have one of these. That is much better. Yes. One of those. Alright, that's going to go that way. We'll put it on one side. We'll hook it up like so, and then we'll have this outputting over here. I guess we'll put a chest in here, because why not? And here we will have iron plates coming in. Now what we need to do here is, I guess, we'll make this in this little corner over here. It's not going to be super efficient. That one. Or maybe it needs to be sideways, because yeah, I think that works out nicer. Alright, so here we are going to be making accumulators. Right, so we'll have an inserter for each, as well as a long-handed inserter. Go like this. Now, of course, we need to output this onto a belt. Alright, do it like that, and then we'll have yes. Alright, so that will work. Look at that slowness. So annoying. Well, we're going to make it work. We're going to fix our problem. So then the next thing would be to get this out of here. We'll go underneath. We'll go over here. And I guess we'll do this with the fast inserters as well. And just like that, we have automated accumulators. This is extremely, extremely important, because it is literally the lifeblood of our factory right now. But eventually, all of this is going to fill up, and we're going to run into problems. So we need to slowly, over time, deal with each in turn. Now, I just noticed an interesting side effect, because most of the power, well, all of the power, for my equipment is coming from portable solar panels, and they are currently only working at 20% efficiency. I've run out of battery power, and I can no longer walk around at speed. I have been reduced to a pleb. Oh man, so I guess one of the things that we really should have gone for, or should have made, is the nuclear power fuel cell, the portable fission reactor. Yeah, that one. And I could have made it too, I think. Because if we're looking at Navis, at the moment, I haven't checked in a while. Ooh, that is a good sign, huh? We have a full belt. So we have 344. That's enough. Let's say if this is 300, over 300, and it's going to start putting things into this chest. And once it reaches below that, it should stop. Look at that, we already have 74 of that uranium. That is perfect. That is really, really good. And we could have sped this up as well. I forgot to do that. Let's do that from range right now. There we go. 3 robots have been destroyed. At some point in the future, we are going to fix that problem. Yeah, this is kind of terrible. This is really annoying. So, but I cannot go back to space. I need to make that that thing first. But luckily, because we have so many high-level materials at hand, that should not be an issue. We should be able to do this. To do that relatively quickly. However, we also need to get more power in here. We need to store more, and we need to make more lightning rods, so that we can more quickly charge these things. And I just thought of something. We have ice here. We can turn it into water, and we need that water for different things, but we can of course make steam with it. And I have some chemical plants. So I think that is what we're going to do here. We're going to just make a couple of these up here. We're going to do ice melting in here. Okay, yeah, no, that's fine. Because we also need to get rid of ice, right? That is a thing that is going to get in our way eventually. So we might as well start doing something with it now. Right, and let's put a splitter over here. We'll put medium electrical poles over here. Now we have water, we need to store it somewhere. We'll do that right over here, I suppose. Let's make a block of 8 tanks. We'll hook all of these up. And then we'll store water. So then, yeah, we could turn that into steam condensation. Well, actually, no, that is steam that goes into water. That is not what we want. We don't need to do anything else with this. We can just... well, you need boilers, right? We need to turn that into steam. We cannot do that with calcite and the other stuff. So we would need solid fuel for that. Well, I guess that will work. I do need some iron plates. That is a lot of iron plates. Well, let's just say we're going to like I said, we need to be a little bit efficient with the space that we have. So yeah, that is perfect. We'll have another thing over here. Of course, we will need to bring solid fuel over here as well. And this is eventually going to turn into an enormous spaghetti mess and we're going to hate everything about it, but this is just a makeshift solution, right? So, more hidden ruins, yeah. Alright, so we'll go ahead and make this like so. I need to not be dumb and put an inserter there. We'll input this on the one side. We already have a lot of this, so it's good that we actually start using it. We have a lot of concrete as well. But yeah, I think here will be okay. We'll start generating some more long-term power. And as soon as that we have enough storage for it, right, we have steam coming in. Why is this not doing anything? Is there not enough requests because we have accumulated charge or what? Like every once in a while you'll see a little puff. Okay, there it goes. It does work, but only upon occasion. But that's good enough for now. Honestly, this planet is throwing me for a bit of a loop because I haven't made it past this point in the co-op session that I've been playing with my friend. I added some more recyclers, but I think we're not producing this stuff quickly enough because this is not able to keep up. And yeah, I think we have enough of the base materials for right now that we can start maybe working towards the unique items that we have here, which would be holmium solution, which you need to make holmium plates. Oh, made in a foundry as well, huh? Interesting. But for this we need chemical solutions, stone and holmium ore. So we can get the stone from here as well as the holmium ore. And water we're already making. So yeah, I think that worked out quite well. Later on we're going to make another group like this, another circle. But right now I don't know what I'm doing, but I guess we're going to need a ton of holmium. So we want to keep that expandable, but just to start, let's start off relatively small, I suppose, still. Because I don't know what is good, I don't know what we're going to need. Alright, we're going to make a group of 8 of these. And they are going to start making holmium solution. Where can I find holmium solution? This is the holmium plates. It should be a liquid. Oh no, they were chemical plants, right? Am I being dumb again? Yes, I'm being dumb again. Luckily though, we also still have a couple of those. Alright, so we'll have the output facing inwards. And then this one is going to make holmium solution. Now we do need to automate the production of pipes. That is one thing that we could do. But I can also still make them by hand because I have plenty of plates that I grabbed from over here. Alternatively, and more easily, let's send the Fulgora rocket back to Maurice. And here, he's going to wait for passenger present, same as over here, which is not going to happen for a while. But it's just so that they don't go anywhere. So, is it going? Yes, it is going. It is flying. Do we want more of this stuff? No, but I guess some fast inserters would be nice. We'll do 200 of those, and then we'll ask for pipes. 500 pipes. Underground pipes, we'll do 150 of those. What else would be useful? What else would we want? Assembling machines, I suppose. 150 assembling machines would be nice. What else? Honestly, I don't quite know. We don't need any military stuff. I guess this is the predominant thing. Oh, I know. Let's ask for 50 rail ramps. Let's ask for 100 of those. And then, of course, rails as well. Let's ask for 1,000 rails. There we go. That will suit us quite nicely for the near future. Alright. Now, of course, we are going to need access to the water that we made. Oh, that works out okay, doesn't it? Alright, we're going to go underground over here. This is going to go right there, and this is going to go like this. There we go. We have access to water. What else did we need? We needed holmium ore, and we needed stone. Of course, we do need to be smart enough to put inserters this time. Alright, this one is going to turn that way. Everything is still on the one side, which is a little bit annoying. We'll fix that by doing this, and we'll do the same over here. Alright, so we have one type of insertion over here, and then we have another type of insertion over there. Like, we need to input two different types of materials. So we need some long-handed inserters. We need those over here, and then we'll have this one go over on that side, and this one will go over here. And then we are producing holmium solution, which we of course then need to store somewhere. Now I want to be able to expand this over in this direction for a little bit, so for the moment let us... doesn't quite work out because there's a hidden ruin. Because of course there is a hidden ruin. Why wouldn't there be a hidden ruin, right? I guess we're going to need quite a lot of this, so let's put a bunch of those right now. And then This needs to go underground. So we'll go sideways, and now we are producing holmium solution. And then I think we've been playing for some time again already. So I think that's it for this video. Please do leave a like and a comment below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys for whatever video I do next.